You are watching Germantown Municipal Television, your source for everything Germantown.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural edition of Greenlit and Germantown. I'm Brian Everson, the Executive Director at Germantown Community Theatre. You know, there's a lot of exciting and very important things going on in Germantown, and we are going to talk about none of them because I'm not qualified to talk about anything important. What we're going to do is have a good time, talk about the lighter side of Germantown, have a little bit of fun. So guess what, guys? It's time to pick up your phones and half pay attention to this show. Thanks again. Greenlit and Germantown starts now. Oh, hi. I was just reading my favorite book, Vampires Like It Hot. But I'll put this aside for now because I have two lovely ladies with me here. And we are going to talk about their lovely show. Annie, Callie, it's great to have you here.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having us.
Well, you know, you work here, so it was kind of a requirement. So, joke's on you guys. Seriously. You guys have a show coming up in February. Remind me the dates because I'm not smart.
February 8th through 10th. Yes. So the 8th and 9th, it will be at 7:30 p.m., typical suburban theater time, and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Yeah.
Or matinee show, if you will.
So what is the concept of your show? Is it high concept? Should true actors be interested in seeing your show? Because we don't want to have riffraff in.
I know, right?
To see your wonderful show.
Well, I think the beauty of our show is that it appeals to literally every age and mindset, if I can be so bold.
Be so bold.
There's a lot of music that's some typical Broadway, some typical pop, everything from striking your feelings to making you laugh, to making you want to get up and dance. You could bring your grandma or your young child and you would not need to cover their eyes and ears. So that's good.
So if I did bring my grandmother, would she be allowed to get in the rig?
Ooh, well.
That is an insurance concern. So I'm going to say no on audience participation. But you, however, we will put in the air.
Oh boy, that'll be exciting for our viewers, all three of you. So Annie, you have the voice of an angel. You're an award-winning singer. How are you going about picking what you're going to be performing for our privileged audience?
Yeah, that was a tough one for me because I'm so uncomfortable saying that I have any kind of fans, but if I'm being honest, I do have a lot of local friends and peers who very much enjoy coming to see me sing, and they do have some favorites of songs that I've sung and shows that I've been in the past. And rather than try to capture them all in one show, I pretty much avoided them all and chose every song is something that no one's ever heard me perform in Memphis before. So it was a fun challenge for me and a great gift to you all to give you new things to listen. I do have a surprise encore that will be a favorite from a show that I did in the past. So, but yeah, I basically wanted to have a certain mood and tell a certain story with the dancers and acrobats, and so that helped a lot with song selection and even favorite songs of Callie and others that they wanted me to learn for them that I've now fallen in love with.
Absolutely.
And speaking of dancers and acrobats, our dancer and acrobat extraordinaire is next to you, Callie.
Yeah.
You own your own company, right?
Yes.
And it is?
I own Weightless Aerial Company. We were founded in 2015, and we provide entertainment services of all sorts to the Mid-South, and we also travel across the country.
And you are a former Miss Memphis?
Yes. Miss Memphis 2017.
She's so cool.
So, I mean, we have one of the most highly sought after singers in Memphis will be on our stage, as well as former Miss Memphis and athlete and dancer and whatever this is extraordinaire.
Aerialist.
Aerialist.
There it is.
Yes. Yes, and so what are you going to be doing as an aerialist? I clearly have never been an aerialist, so what should we expect to see you be doing in our show in February?
So as you can see, our ceilings are a little bit low here. We're going to bring you aerial dance, something a little different. We are also doing other forms of dance. We have a wonderful multi-hula hooper that is joining us. We have sword dance. So we're going to have some stage combat with some tango going on. All kinds of different and unique things that might not have exactly fit in another show that we're making a place for here.
Okay. How'd you come? So the title of the show is A Place for Us.
Yes.
Where did that come from?
One of the songs I sing is Somewhere, a la Barbra Streisand's version, made famous, of course, by West Side Story, but the main lyric and oftentimes mistaken title is A Place for Us of that song. And it made me think, Callie and I are often hired to be a part of other people's visions or to, cast a good light on a certain show and do whatever they would like us to do. So Callie and I wanted to create a place for us to realize our own visions.
That is so clever. I wish I was smart enough to think of clever things like that, but I am not clever. Not at all.
Oh, sell yourself short. Come on.
No,
Very
I'm seriously not clever at all. But the show itself, how long will it run?
I think,
lengthwise, not days.
So far, it seems like it'll be a nice hour and a half with intermission, in my opinion. You never know, with a little bit of audience interaction and uproarious applause, it could go a tiny bit longer, but we're trying to keep it at under an hour and a half experience.
And you have a VIP experience that you are offering.
We are actually...
What do you get with that? I mean, do you bring them up on stage so they have a better view?
What's
going on?
A little bit. We are actually, before we go into what it is, let me tell you, we only have 2 left. We are almost sold out of our VIP experience for all 3 days. But Annie, would you like to share what exactly you'll be doing with our VIPs?
Sure. Well, this show, I definitely didn't want to waste a lot of time being a hammy MC, which is something I'm great at. I do love to talk with everyone and engage my audience, but I wanted to feel very theatrical, going from number to number seamlessly without the need to introduce people constantly. So a good excuse to have some audience interaction and to talk a little bit was to have these 2 VIP couples or pairings of people. Could be parent-child, could be best friend, could be strangers. I don't know. Might be lovers, couples, But we're going to reserve the front 4 seats each night for these 2 couples. It will be $75, but that gets you the 2 seats at once. With flowers. You can split them up or give them to the appropriate person in the pairing, whatever floats your boat. You will also get a free copy of the commemorative DVD. We're going to be recording it live every night and selling those DVDs on the way out. We've got an amazing guy, Nick Toombs, doing the recording, and he can burn them instantly on your way out. So they will get a free copy of that. And then the audience interaction. This is the fun part. Not only will I have a couple of songs that are purely for, a slow dancing couple style, that they would be welcome to come up and join us and slow dance if they would prefer. And then I have a couple of fun songs where I kind of get one of the pairing up and, maybe put a silly hat on them or make them blush, give a couple of good photo opportunities for the other member of the pair. And to make it a more memorable evening for them.
Yeah, so definitely worth your $75.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, the segment's about over, but you're going to come back and play trivia.
Yeah, we're so excited.
For a prize. And you're going to do this contraption here.
Well, you are going to do this contraption.
Yes, you're going to show me how to terrify me in this contraption. So we will be right back. I'd like to thank our guests again. Please come see their show. How do you get tickets?
You can call the number or the email that's on our poster is?
Yes, it's on the Callie at weightlessaerial.com. We also have a Facebook page for the event. You can search A Place for Us, Germantown Community Theatre, and it will be right there on your screen.
Yeah, and if you come to gctcomeplay.org, go to the Happening Now tab. We have a little section there for them as well.
Or drop by.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and we are very excited to get to play a little bit of trivia, a special kind of trivia, my favorite kind of trivia with 2 of our guests, Cheryl and Annie. I call it completely arbitrary trivia. Ooh. So yes, the answers are what I think is the right answer, and they have to guess what my answer is. So we have a very exciting prize for the winner at the end of this. So are you guys ready? Are you sure?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it, guys. First question. I'll let you go first and you second.
Okay.
What is the most overrated food?
Asparagus.
Ramen.
Correct answer is avocado. Outside of the United States, where's the best place to visit?
Paris.
Ooh. Australia, though I haven't been yet.
Okay. I'm going to give you points for that because it's actually New Zealand.
Yes.
Do you know why it's in New Zealand? It's because they
Because
filmed
it's
Lord
awesome.
of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Okay. What is the best Twitter account to follow?
What's Twitter?
Okay. You lose that question. Do you have a, what's your guess?
Trump, because it's so amusing.
The correct answer is actually Wendy's.
Oh, yes, that is really good.
Who has the best nickname in this room?
I do.
Who do you think is the best nickname?
I'm going to have to go with Cheryl. I'm convinced.
And that nickname is?
Churg.
Churg. Correct.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. Here's a question our viewers will be interested in knowing. How long does it take to get to GCT from Midtown?
I'm going to say 45 minutes.
No. It is a shocking 26 minutes. 20 if you're feeling frisky.
If you lived in Midtown, you would assume it's a 4-day travel. So,
It's super easy. Go out Lamar in 385.
yes. But yes, 22 minutes is actually correct. So you're ahead, 2-1. What movie should win the Oscar for Best Picture this year?
Mary Poppins.
Nah. Oh, whichever one needs to make more money at the theater.
Okay. The correct answer is Avengers.
Yes.
There we go.
So good.
Okay. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Anything.
Right. Get in that thing.
The correct answer is nothing. They're gross. What is the best childhood toy? From Cheryl's childhood.
My childhood or my child's childhood? My childhood. Chatty Cathy.
Yes. I would say the little like lawnmower thing with the popping ball deals inside of it.
Remember, it is from Cheryl's childhood, so it was a stick and a hoop. What is the best classic novel?
Ooh.
Okay.
Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte.
I would have to say Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh my goodness, you win. That's actually right.
Yeah! No, I love that book.
Oh, it's the best book ever.
Shared that with her.
I did not. Absolutely not. Prior to our taping, we had not officially met, correct?
No, it's true.
It's true. Best show on television right now, besides this one.
Pass.
Modern Family.
Game of Thrones.
Nice.
Noise. All right, that's another good show. Which past president, no longer living, was the best kisser?
I would say JFK.
I'd go with Thomas Jefferson. He seemed to get what he needed.
Correct answer is Millard Fillmore. Okay. What is the biggest challenge facing Germantown?
To build apartments or to not build apartments.
You stepped in it there. Okay.
The road construction on Forest Hill Irene that made it take just a couple of minutes extra to get here.
Actually, the true challenge is getting a sound system for the theater at Germantown. There you go. The best mascots for a sports team? College or pro?
Tiger.
Tiger?
My Cubbies all the way, or that horrible thing from Philly.
Okay. The correct answer is a banana slug. Thank you, Delta State. All right, and our final answer. This one's worth double points. How many cars travel on Poplar Avenue between 4:30 and 6 p.m. on the average weekday? Closest to the answer wins.
15,000.
And I will go Price is Right and say 15,001.
The correct answer is all of the cars.
All of the
So
cars.
Annie wins.
Yes.
And what does Annie win? Well,
Oh.
a giant thing of pickles.
I love pickles.
Because Annie, you're a big dill.
I am kind of a big dill.
Yay.
Thank you for our contestants. We'll be right back. You better want to check your Instagram because time's running out. You know, so if you're not through scrolling through that phone yet, this is your last chance. Oh, hey, I got through another chapter while we were at break. I hope all your friends are doing okay on Facebook. But we do have one more interview today that we would love to talk with GCT's own Cheryl McClurg, also known as Churg, our loving Churg. Now, secret about Miss Churg is that if you ever run across her in the street, she really wants you to come up to her and say, wow. It's her favorite thing in the world. So, how are you doing today?
Wow.
Wow, that's great. So I understand recently you had a brush with the law. Tell us about that.
Yes, there is a very good police person here in Germantown named Officer Copley.
Copley.
And I was going down the aforementioned construction part of Forest Hill between Christmas and New Year's. It was dark, there wasn't any construction going on, so I was going the old speed limit, 35 plus a few. And Officer Copley was coming this way, and I was going south, and he just kind of nudged in behind me, pulled me over, and explained to me that the speed limit since September 4th is 20.
That's true. And so then later that night I had to come bail you out of jail. And when do you do your sentence?
Actually, I only got a warning.
Oh, you just got a warning.
I
You know, I'd love to have Officer Copley on the show sometime just to discuss how lenient he was with you. Yeah. Plus his name is Copley, a cop named Copley. It's just amazing.
Perfect.
That's not why we're here today, though.
Yes, I forgot.
So there's something in Germantown called the Big Read, right? What is it? Tell me about it. What are we doing? What is Germantown Community Theatre doing with the Big Read?
Okay, the Big Read is a program of the National Endowment for the Arts. And communities all over the land, the United States land, they decide that they will pick a certain book and they will focus their community on that book for about 5 or 6 weeks, and they will learn about that book and have all kinds of activities that pertain to that. Well, this year's book is The Namesake. And I wish I could explain who wrote it, but I can't.
And you're teaching this,
Well,
right?
actually,
And you don't know the name of the book?
I'm not teaching The Namesake.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we decided that for children, which is what we teach, that it would be better suited to have something that would be kind of a companion book.
Something that ties into the book, that's more on their level.
Right.
Correct.
So it was suggested to do the Jungle Book.
Okay.
So we decided that would be a really, really, really good book to focus on. And we had our first class yesterday.
Great.
With 24 children between
And that's-
the ages of 8.
That's a
and
lot,
12.
right?
That's a lot.
Because this is not the first year we've done it.
No.
What do we normally have in that class?
What do we normally have?
Yeah.
We had 12 last year.
12,
Yes,
so
we
almost
have
double?
It is double.
It is double.
Yes,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
double.
Math.
So it's
Math.
Yeah, math.
2 times 12 is 24. That's
Right.
incredible.
So we've doubled last year's.
2 times 12 is 24. You guys, this is an educational program now.
I'm the education coordinator.
That's right. But that's not all we're working on right now, correct? You've got some
Correct.
other classes coming up?
Yes, we have homeschool classes here at Germantown Community Theatre for ages 8 through 18, and we've been doing that forever. Now, I have heard that other theaters are now taking on that challenge.
Oh, no.
But we are the premier institution.
We have the experience.
We have the experience.
How many years have you been, how long have you been an educator, Cheryl?
Oh, in my life, you mean?
Yeah, in your
Oh,
life.
goodness. I've worked in and out of education for probably 25 to 30 years.
Well, you know, I doubt there's another theater in town offering this type of experience.
Are you calling me old, Brian?
How long have you known me, Cheryl?
I've known Brian Everson, executive director of Germantown Community Theatre, since he was 9.
Is it weird that a person you knew as a 9-year-old is now your boss?
I don't really think of it that way. In fact, when he took over, kind of choked a little bit and promised to try to do my best.
Stinks right here.
To respect his authority.
It's a challenge every day for her. She has a very large personnel file. But that's not all we have here at GCT, right?
Yeah.
There's more. What's coming in the summer?
We have
Oh my goodness.
5 weeks of summer camp, and this year our theme is The Greatest Show.
Which is a play off of?
The Greatest Showman.
See, this is
Yes.
why I hired her. She is so clever.
Yes. Thank you.
So, but it's more than just recreating the movie.
It is.
Yeah.
It's talking about performance in general, kind of like what's her name? That girl that was sitting here. Oh, Annie. She was talking about.
You don't remember Annie's name?
Well, I said Annie.
Okay, it took you a while. You're struggling. I was just a little worried.
Thanks, Bryn.
Making sure that you're not having memory issues. Yeah.
So she was talking about how all performers, are encouraged to come to her show.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be kind of like that. We're going to have a camp about performance. So we're going to use many songs from The Greatest Showman, but we're also going to use songs from other shows that have to do with performance, such as There's No Business Like Show Business.
Annie, get your gun.
Annie, Get Your Gun.
Yeah.
And possibly using something like Send in the Clowns from...
I don't know. I hate that song. It's terrible. So depressing. Should never be sung, ever. But
It's going to
maybe
be
we
very
can get
fun.
Annie to do it in her show.
There you go. There you go.
As a special couples number.
That would,
Such a depressing song.
kind of depressing.
Maybe
So
it could
if
be
they're not
people that
ready
are
to
breaking
break
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
great
we have a new idea for you,
Great
Annie.
idea. Great
All right,
idea.
so
Awesome.
that's all the time we've got for that.
Okay.
But you're going to come back and get in this, right?
No, that's your job.
Oh, that's
okay?
my job. That's correct.
All right.
Thank you for being with
Thank
us.
you so much.
Thank you for
It's
telling
been a
us we've got
pleasure.
all for your kiddos in Germantown. Hey, you can go back to Twitter now. We'll be back in a second with a lovely segment of this. Hi there. I'm here with these lovely people.
This is not what I do. Callie.
Yes.
What I do.
This is what Callie does. And I'm terrified. I had to take my shoes off and my feet are cold now. So tell us if I wanted to do this as a career, what should I know? What do I need to learn?
Well, if you want to do this as a career, a good place to start is taking some beginner classes.
Okay.
My company, Weightless Aerial, offers some beginner classes.
It's a plug.
We offer some private lessons. You can reach out to us on Facebook or via email at callie@weightlessaerial.com.
Okay.
But for now, we're going to give you your first little introduction into the aerial and circus performing world.
Okay.
And we are going to get you into this hammock here.
Okay. Should I have stretched?
Yes, normally we would stretch. We're not
Okay.
going to do anything too intensive today.
Okay.
And we have gotten a little motion, putting up the rig. Blood's
Okay.
flowing, we're moving, we're good.
All right. So, okay.
All right.
Cool.
So the first
I'm
thing,
excited and terrified all at the same time.
that's the best kind of way to be. All right, I'm gonna have Annie come help me spot. So she's gonna get on the other side of you.
Oh, you guys think you can hold me? Okay.
All right, and
I'm kind of tubby, but it's fine.
this is an aerial hammock.
plump.
Okay.
It's different than silks. It is different than an aerial hoop.
Okay.
So this is just our aerial dance hammock. We use them for
Okay.
aerial yoga as well.
Okay.
I want you to put it on like a backpack. So you're gonna put your hands in front of you and flip it around.
So like this.
Yes.
Okay.
So just like a backpack, just like when you were in school, and flip
Wait.
around.
Bless him. There, maybe.
All the
maybe.
way. All the way.
Wait.
around.
There
Just-
Oh, you cheated.
Yeah. Oh.
Like this?
Ah.
I did it.
The biggest thing you
This
need
is
to
it?
know.
I'm good?
That's it. That's the whole trick.
Okay.
Ta-da.
This is worth buying a ticket to see, guys. This is it.
You need to learn to smile in style. So you've hit your pose. We smile in style. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, that wasn't beautiful.
All right. Are we ready to get upside down?
Okay. Isn't that the place in Stranger Things?
All right. We're going to need you to
Blah,
pop out for a second so I can demo.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna put this on like a backpack, as so. We are going to hold near our ears, pull up just a little bit. We're gonna use bicep strength and ab strength to tuck into a ball and kick behind.
What if you don't have bicep and ab strength?
I will help you.
Okay.
We're gonna reach up, bring feet together, and slowly pencil towards the ground with grace and control.
Yeah.
And smile in style.
That's gonna happen. Okay, so first, I put a backpack on. Ooh.
You do. You
Put it on
do.
like a backpack.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right, and then I use my non-existent bicep and ab strength to pull up.
Yeah.
Kick backwards.
Oh, God. Okay.
Aim back. Yes. You got it. Yes.
Look at my butt.
Beautiful.
Look at him go.
My mother would be so proud.
Now the question is, can you split those feet? Oh, he's
Wonderful.
level 2 over here.
And bring feet towards the floor.
Okay.
Beautiful. That was your first
I
immersion.
didn't do it quite as gracefully as you. Is that okay?
If you attend a class with us, of course we will have large crash pads and multiple spotters.
Ooh, good thing. I mean,
The socks, that's all.
it is the socks.
Right.
I have
They're giving you a range of motion.
that's clearly the only problem with my
Yes,
with my
it is. It
form,
truly
right?
is.
Fun. So you actually can come and again, you can come watch professionals do this, not me. Which I don't know. Maybe it would be fun to watch me do that and fall on my face.
We would never let you fall on your face.
Never.
You might let me, but none of your paying customers you would let fall on the face. But for comedic effect, I'm sure it's fun.
Isn't that what this is all about?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for showing me how to do this one thing. Can you show me something even more exciting that I can do?
Sure, Brian. All right. Well, let's move on to our lesson 2 curriculum.
All right, I feel I've mastered lesson 1, so let's go to lesson 2.
Whee!
Okay.
Cross the leg in front.
All right.
Oh, now it's like a harness. Always styling and smiling. She's so good at that.
You're going to hit your full split at the top. Very important.
Wow!
And you're going to ease yourself.
Okay.
That's lesson 2. Are you ready?
Yeah, next level.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for that segment. But I would like to thank Callie and Annie once again for coming out and showing us a little demo and just a taste of what you can expect when you come out and see their show, A Place for Us, in February. We'll be right back. Thank you again for joining us here on Greenlit in Germantown. I'd like to thank all of our guests. I'd like to thank Annie for sharing her pickles. And I hope that you had a lovely time. Join us next month. You can ignore more stuff while you look at Facebook and Twitter. It'll be very exciting. Otherwise, have a great day.
Woo!